What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome to the game of the week here for Madden Underground. This is the PS5 edition this week. Last week we had the Xbox, and now we got the PS5 edition. Looking forward to this one. Illuminati and Cal Bear, this is going to be a banger. But listen, we're doing something a little bit different today. Obviously, you see my guy B. James on the top, and you see myself here in the second box. But we got Philly, as usual, right below me. You know, Philly's always beneath me. You know what I'm saying? He is beneath me. And then right under, we got a brand new cat in the building. My man Black Phoenix in the building. So let me introduce those two, because those two right there, those are going to be the guys giving you your play-by-play today. So what's good, Black Phoenix?
What's good, Snipes, man? Thank you for having me on here, man. It's truly an honor and a blessing, man. Thank you so much. How you doing? How you doing?
Excellent, excellent, man. And Philly guy, what is good with you, my brother?
I'm doing good, Snipes. I don't know why you're making fun of my voice. I do the best I can. We all can't be great like you.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be talking like that all game, because just like Brian James said earlier, we will pull the plug. All right. so we gonna put that out there right now. So basically, look, I'm gonna let you guys basically go on and go in, man. So you guys talk about Miami, you guys talk about these Jets. So let's let Philly go first on this one.
Well, look, I play with the Jets. I follow the Jets in real life. We know this is a big AFC matchup. But everybody knows that Miami is the team that you want to have in Madden. They've got speed on both sides of the ball. And so you don't even really need a game plan now, do you? All you just need is just a little bit of space, send them boys out, and then, you know, you can just throw it up there and just pray for the best, man, and good things are going to happen. So I'm really curious to see how Illuminati defensively calls this game against the Miami Dolphins.
I'm very intrigued with it too. I got to see Miami firsthand, and I got the doors wiped off of me. So it was something else. Let me tell you. But I'll say this, man. Like, and I'm gonna let Black Phoenix go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let Black Phoenix go. I'm gonna let him talk a little bit about the Jets. I don't know. You know, did you take a look and see what Illuminati's all about? You know about Illuminati, Black Phoenix. I know you know about him a little bit.
Yeah, Illuminati's no slouch, man. And looking at the Jets, you see it on the screen right there. The top threat, Travis Kelce, officially on the Jets in this league. And man, with the route apprentice, man, it opens up so many things you could do on offense. And as you guys know, the Ags are serious. So Kelce with the route apprentice allows him to have any kind of route, no matter where he's lined up. And then obviously the deep out elite, you can just throw it up, Ag, you have a good chance of catching it, man. So it's going to be interesting to see how Illuminati incorporates Kelce into this offense that he's got with the Carolina Panthers offense.
Man, I'll say this game getting ready to start up here. So obviously you guys are going to be going in. We'll be here doing our thing here, but I'm definitely looking forward to this game, man. Again, both of these guys are going to be playing each other twice a year. This is their first time, if I'm not mistaken, playing this year. So this is going to be I think we're going to see like Ag Catch City today. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm just going to say that, and then I'm going to roll out. I'm going to do my production thing here, man. But I am looking forward to hearing my guy Black Phoenix here with this play-by-play call, and Philly guy on the side doing their thing. So look, guys, I'm going to let y'all take this on in as they're about to get ready to lock in and get ready to go for this one.
All right, sounds good. Appreciate it, Snipes. So once again, guys, this is PS5 Pro League Week 5 Game of the Week. Once again, Illuminati versus Cal Bear here, man. And once again, Illuminati going 4-0 right now. Let's see if we can make it 5-0. Cal Bear coming in with a 3-1 record. As you guys see, they're getting their playbooks all set to go. Looks like the LA Rams is what Illuminati is kind of going with. And then Cal Bear looking like he's going to be rocking Saints offense, Ravens defense. And Philly, like you mentioned, man, having Travis Kelce in the Jets, with Zach Wilson, Mekhi Becton, and all those guys, what can we expect to see out of the Jets with Illuminati?
Well, I know we talked a little bit about it off here. You mentioned it originally in the opening podcast, where you were talking about all the things that Kelce can do for your offense. And Garrett Wilson, just so people know, he was that highly drafted pick out of Ohio State. He was involved in that trade deal. So I think that Kelce, like you said, he's going to open up the entire offense. He's going to be a prime target, and he's going to give Cal Bear some things to think about defensively to try to figure out what he wants to take away.
Well said, well said. And as you see right now, Cal Bear getting started with the offense right now. Got Tua Tagovailoa, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle with speed on speed on speed. So it's going to be very interesting to see, again, how he navigates and pretty much dissects Illuminati's offense. Because like you mentioned earlier, if you ain't got the speed to keep up with these guys, it's going to be a very long day for you on defense, right? So let's see how it goes. 1st and 10, looking like he's coming out in the stack Y flex here. See what he does here. Tua Tagovailoa out here, barking out signals, sending protections. Hikes the ball, 6 seconds left to go. Throwing the corner route, that's Jalen Waddle. Goes out of bounds right there, 2nd and 10, incomplete.
Yeah, Miami's offensive line is not the best. So it'll be interesting to see if those Jets are able to get pressure. We saw Illuminati coming out in that 3-4 defense. He's baselining, not trying to give up the seams. But he hasn't really sent any pressure yet. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen on 2nd and 3rd down.
And as you guys can see, again, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle on your left. You got to pay attention to those guys all the time here. Tua rolling to his left. Incomplete right there. Almost picked off. And we got 3rd and 10. Philly, man, it's not looking too good to start.
Yeah, I thought he was going to at least maybe flip the play, give himself a little bit more room. Open space on the right-hand side, but he's back in that stack formation.
And we'll see how it goes. This time, corner route, wide open, Tyreek Hill, 1st down, Cal Bear. And that's an easy 20 yards for Tyreek Hill. Wide open, nobody's home to defend him.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're pointing out that both of the receivers are on the same side of the formation, and you got to wonder, who is Illuminati controlling? Is he willing to take control of the secondary to try to cover that corner route?
And trying to get the run game going right there. Chase Edmonds right there, only gaining 1 right there. It looks like Illuminati's using a middle linebacker in the 3-4. Again, that's interesting strategy considering, like you mentioned, 2 wide receivers on the outside with the highest speeds. I'm going to see if Illuminati can actually send somebody out there. Otherwise, 1-on-1 is not the most ideal option there as he throws a wheel route. Incomplete right there. 2 of 1 of 4 for 20 yards. And, again, not looking too hot right now on offense, Philly.
Yeah, he's definitely not. But, again, you talked about how explosive this offense can be. We all know it. And I'm really concerned for Illuminati coming up in the press formation, considering that these receivers really don't need much to get down the field. So
Illuminati looks like he changed it up a little bit on defense, going 1-on-1 with McBride, and that's going to be a 1st down. Ags are good this year. Ags are good. So we got good positioning right there. 1st and 10. Dolphins are moving the chains.
Yeah, the Jets don't have a lot of height in the secondary outside of Sauce Gardner, 6'3" rookie. But, you got to believe that Illuminati is trying to be patient and just get a feel for what he's seeing on the field.
Tua taking the snap, rushing 3 right there. Another pass to Jalen Waddle, incomplete right there. Got to figure out a way to get those feet in bounds. That's going to be the key.
Yeah, everything has been, feast or famine for these Miami Dolphins right now. And, it's a cat and mouse game. We know not a lot of time has been taken off the clock, but, that's what we were waiting for. We were waiting to see how aggressive he would be and if Illuminati would be able to get pressure.
Definitely. And as you guys can see right there, Tua tried to get rid of the ball right there to a check and release route. Didn't get the ball off in time, unfortunately. And 3rd and 10 here. Aggressive catch. Not the best read right there. But seems like Jalen Waddle just agged Ashton Davis, the free safety. And first and goal right here for the Dolphins. So, like you said, feast or famine. We're here right now at the goal line. See what happens.
Yeah, I'm expecting Illuminati to have a little bit more options defensively. There's not a lot of room. You don't have to worry about the corner route as much. And as you can see, he was able to get a little pressure, get Tua outside of the pocket. He is a left-handed quarterback, so it's probably a little bit more challenging to try to throw across his body like that.
Well said. And as you guys should know, if you go across your body on the opposite hand, you're going to take under pressure penalties. Tua completes a pass to Tyreek Hill, almost makes it in the end zone. Going to be stopped at the 1 yard line. Third and goal here for the Dolphins.
You know, it's just amazing how simplified this offense is, right? It doesn't need to be too much going into it when they have that kind of speed out there. So I'm really curious to see what adjustments Illuminati is going to make the next time Cal Bear has the ball as he gives up that quarterback sneak and he finds himself down 7, assuming that this extra point kick is good.
Well said. Very simplified offense. Stack wide flex once again. New Orleans Saints playbook. 2 of your faster receivers on the left side. Again, giving up either the corner route or the flat. And Tua is able to sneak in for the touchdown here. And now we get to see what Illuminati is talking about here. Again, Travis Kelce is the big acquisition right now. Route apprentice, deep out elite, should open up a lot of options for offense. So I'm very interested, just like you are, Philly, on what Illuminati is going to come out with and how he's going to move the ball here on offense.
Yeah, and you know, that's the one thing that we know with these Dolphins is they have speed on offense, they got speed on defense, and so we know that they have Kalen Barnes, 97, I believe, speed defensive back. So you got to believe that there's going to be a lot of pressure from these Dolphins and not giving Zach Wilson a lot of time to get the ball to Kelce for some of those spectacular catches.
And you see right now, you guys are seeing right on your screen, playbooks that the Dolphins and Cal Bear are going to be using here. He's going with the Baltimore Ravens defense, and it looks like, from what it seems like, he's going with a 1-4-6 formation, going DB Sting. So not the dollar formation that you see meta-wise, that you see a lot of people online run, but going with a different version with the 1-4-6 zero blitz. So I'm interested to see, Philly, like, how does he adjust to what Illuminati does on offense from a zero blitz?
Yeah, and you know what? It's those little subtle differences, right? So defensively, you know, we're talking about linebackers versus defensive linemen. And we're talking about having sub linebackers at the linebacker position. So there's a lot of speed that's on the field.
And you see right now, Zach Wilson handing off to Breece Hall, gain of 7 right there. And to me, if you're Cal Bear right now, giving up 7 yards on the first handoff is not ideal what you want on defense.
No, it definitely isn't. And you got to believe that Illuminati's got to have success running the ball against this formation and give himself short yardage situations so that he can try to pass the ball.
You see Zach Wilson handing off the Hall right there. Breaks the tackle, going to be 3rd and 2, going with a little halfback zone weak. It looks like he's coming out in his tight slots halfback weak formation. Again, we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, going with the LA Rams playbook. Something that you don't see too often, Sean McVay style of offense. Looks like he's content with running the ball if need be.
Yeah, and I think he's anticipating getting a lot of man coverage looks, and you got to wonder how many times he's going to be able to audible in motion before he gets a penalty.
And you see right there, Travis Kelce once again in the field. Dangerous throw right there. Braxton Berrios breaking it free. Green grass, and that's going to be a touchdown for Illuminati. New York Jets up 6, printing an extra point, tie game.
I mean, that was a bang play, right? We would have expected for the corner to react it, but in this year's game, you know, awareness and play rec, I mean, those attributes actually have value. So sometimes you're not going to get that type of reaction. It was a good read and throw by Illuminati to get himself back in the game.
And just like that, we are all tied, folks. Tied 7 apiece here. And we get to see Cal Bear back on offense again. Remember, he didn't have the greatest time moving the ball with Tua missing a couple of throws here and Jalen Waddle not being able to keep his feet in. But now knowing that Illuminati can pretty much score just like that, does it change the way you kind of approach the way you move the ball in offense, Philly, or are you kind of just content with staying with the game plan?
Well, you know what? I think right now, I mean, he needs to stay with the game plan, like you mentioned before. You're either going to give up the underneath route or the corner route. So you just have to be patient, get good blocking, and take what he's giving you.
You see right there, once again, stack wide flex formation. Difference is Illuminati is putting defenders out there. It doesn't matter, though. Looks like that's going to be a first down for Jalen Waddle right there on that same corner route that you mentioned earlier, Philly.
Yeah, you can see Illuminati's trying to get pressure with that loop blitz coming from the outside, but it's taking too long to get there, and he seems to be doing a better job of getting his feet in bounds, like you said earlier, in order for him to complete the pass.
And that's going to be another out route. Jalen Waddle, once again, heating up a little bit. Illuminati is trying to adjust here. You see him either base aligning or man aligning, and then, like you mentioned earlier, Philly, sending the pressure, but it's too slow, and Tua is able to get the ball out super quick.
Yeah, he really seems content to just allow Cal Bear to try to work the ball down the field. Doesn't want to give up the big play. And Cal Bear's making some really good reads. So he's being patient. He's being very patient. He's not trying to force the ball. And, the offense looks a lot more simple than it would be if Illuminati was trying to man up his defense and try to send a lot of pressure.
Well said, well said. And there we go, just a first down to Chase Edmonds right there. And once again, you see Illuminati trying to adjust out of this 3-4 odd look. Again, you don't really see this too often. But again, this is the defense he chose to go against the stack wide flex. You see Tua taking a snap, 1st and 10. Going to pass it to Amari Cooper here for a gain of 5. Looks like he tried to adjust with an overstorm brave, nickel over. And Amari Cooper able to break free, get a gain of 5.
And that's another huge acquisition that we didn't talk about earlier is, Amari Cooper found his way from the Cleveland Browns all the way to the Miami Dolphins. And they already have a potent offense. So, what can't Cal Bear do with this offensive team? He's just got so much speed out there, and then he has the sure-handed Amari Cooper to get the ball too.
Well said. And there goes an interception right there. Ashton Davis with the interception. Looks like it's going to be a pick 6. Depending if Tua can actually stop him. Doesn't look like Tua can stop him. That's going to be a pick 6 touchdown to Illuminati.
Wow.
I mean,
that was impressive.
There's nothing else that you can say except for being impressive. I mean, Cal Bear definitely got a little impatient. Illuminati got a lot more aggressive. You saw him, start using and moving people around, and it paid off for him in the situation. So he's in the lead, and Cal Bear is going to have to put something together to try to tie this ball game up.
Yeah, definitely. Now you see, folks, 14-7 off a pick 6 by Ashton Davis. Let's see how Cal Bear responds. Was moving the ball. Illuminati switching to the nickel over meta with the loop blitz from Overstorm. Let's see if Cal Bear has any kind of answer for this particular defense that Illuminati is putting on the field.
Yeah, I really like that defense, though, just fundamentally speaking, because it's protecting the seams, and we've seen some of the adjustments that he's been able to make. But I'm waiting for Cal Bear to at least send somebody on a go route. That's somebody being Tyreek Hill, just to see if he can challenge those Jets corners a little bit.
And let's see if Tyreek Hill makes another appearance here. As you see, loop pressure coming in. Ooh, big hit right there. Amari Cooper unable to hang on right there. And that's going to be an incompletion. 2nd down for the Dolphins right there, Philly.
Yeah, that was a very risky throw. I think he may be forcing it just a little bit too much. I mean, he should recognize that he's in cover 4. And just, hit little things like the speed route. Because he knows Illuminati's already taken a look at that wheel route. So just make the easy play, move the chains, and look for your opportunities downfield.
Well said, well said. And there goes Tyreek Hill, like you mentioned. Not on a go route, but on that speed out. And if I'm Cal Bear right now, I got to start finding ways for these 2 receivers on your left-hand side to start heating up a little bit. And we see it again. Tyreek Hill, speed out. Like you said, Philly, this is becoming very, very easy when Illuminati is not in that nickel over cover 0 blitz.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically pitch and catch. And, you want to pay attention to that linebacker, see if he goes out there to cover the receiver. I don't know that you have an opportunity to run the ball like Cal Bear tried to, but I think that the pressure is not going to be as intense as it would be those linebackers coming off the edge.
Well said, well said. And see Tua dropping back a little too far. Going to take a sack. That's Quan Alexander with his first sack of the game. 3rd and 24 for Cal Bear. And this is getting pretty ugly real quick, Philly.
Yeah, I mean, Cal Bear is being a little bit too greedy right now. Those speed outs are there. Just keep working them down the field. There's no reason to try to force anything else. Just take what he's giving you. Just be patient with it.
Well said. 3rd and 24 here. Pressure coming in. You see the exclamation point lighting up here. Going to take a deep shot. That's a completion. And Tyreek Hill almost made it to the end zone for a touchdown, but stopped at the first down or 1 yard line. And that's a 1st and goal for Cal Bear. You mentioned Tyreek Hill being on the go route. Well, there he is, Philly.
Yeah, even though we didn't get a chance to watch that replay, I mean, there's only so much that you can do, right? You just hope and pray that he's not able to have that much time to get the ball. But Tyreek Hill is amazing, man. He's the fastest guy in the game, and that's all you can do. That's all you can do is hope and pray.
And off that big play from Tyreek Hill, Tua Tagovailoa able to sneak in for another quarterback sneak, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game here. And we are all tied at 14 apiece. Illuminati giving up the big play, going too much with the 3-4 over. It had a good stop with the nickel over, but decided to play it safe, go with the cover 4 quarters, 3-4 odd, giving up the big play to Tyreek Hill. And now the real question is, with 3 minutes left in the quarter, does Cal Bear have an answer for Illuminati's offense? As we see Braxton Berrios about to break loose and get stopped right there at the 38-yard line. So, Philly, if you are Cal Bear right now, knowing how Illuminati just scored that easily, what are you thinking in your head defensively? Like, what is your game plan coming out against Illuminati's offense here?
Well, I think he's going to continue to. Put pressure. I think the only difference is I think he may take control of a defender on that left side of the field, just because he saw how easy it was to get that completion. Just try to make Illuminati hold on to the ball a little bit here.
We see Zach Wilson passing it to the new guy, Travis Kelce. He's going to get a big game right there, 2 for 2, 105, and a touchdown for Zach Wilson. And just like that, Illuminati almost at the end zone, at the red zone here with 24 at the 24-yard line. 1st down Jets.
Yeah, he got caught with his eyes in the backfield. Cal Bear did use her, but he was not paying attention to Travis Kelce. Big play, and he's going to have to tighten that up.
You see going down, audibling down to the single back Deuce Close, going with a stretch here. Nothing doing for Breece Hall. Loss of 1 right there. Going no huddle as we approach the 2-minute warning here, 14 apiece. Let's see if Illuminati calls a play before the 2-minute warning. Actually does. Zach Wilson dropping back, swerving, incomplete right there, 3rd and 11. But that's very interesting if you are Illuminati to go with the swerve technique to get Kelce the ball right there.
It was. And Cal Bear did a great job of usering to help out, and then he broke off, and it just gave Illuminati a split second to have to make that decision, and he tried to lead Kelce. He wasn't able to make the completion, but it's been a good adjustment by Cal Bear so far. It's 3rd and 11. I mean, it's a win if you can either, get a turnover on downs if he decides to go for it, or a field goal. Either way is a win as long as you don't give up a touchdown.
Well said, well said. And we'll see what Illuminati kind of cooks up here on 3rd and 11. Travis Kelce, as we mentioned before, a giant piece of this offense here for the New York Jets. And see Zach Wilson play action. Going to get sacked right here. Jordan Phillips, 4th and 21, Philly. It's looking like it's going to be just a free 3 right here for Illuminati.
Yeah, that's one of the things that you want to see Illuminati recognize how much time is left on the clock. He didn't really take advantage of running the ball at all on this drive. So it's got to count as a win for Cal Bear. He did a good job of covering Kelce, and then he blitzed and forced Kelce to have to stay in the block. So I think he's made an excellent adjustment, but I'm curious to see what Illuminati does defensively, because in that 3-4 set, Tyreek Hill went on that streak on the strong side, safety side of the field, which means he wasn't going to drop back as far as the free safety. So if he doesn't make that adjustment, I expect for Tyreek Hill to have another big play downfield.
Well said. And 17-14 here, a minute 42. Cal Bear with 2 timeouts. Illuminati also with 2 timeouts. So that also plays a factor here as we get ready to close out the half in just a little bit. Again, Cal Bear moving the ball on offense, had the big play to Tyreek Hill last drive. Looks like both speedsters are going to be on the left-hand side, and it looks like Illuminati is content with staying with the 3-4 odd cover 4 quarters. It's going to actually burn a timeout here, which is very interesting. That might change the strategy a little bit up for Cal Bear, Philly.
Definitely. And as we talked about, now we can see that he's got 2 receivers on the right-hand side. So, you know, he's definitely going to be trying to attack that safety.
Good. Going to take a sack right there, and that's going to be Huff right there for his first sack of the game. And if you're Cal Bear, you really can't be taking those sacks in this situation. Again, down 3. Colonial still has a timeout to burn, and I imagine he's going to use it pretty smartly here. As we see Tua Tagovailoa change it up a little bit, flipping the stack wide flex, stack on the right side of the field, barking out the orders. Going to take this drop back here. Looking, nobody's open. Going to take another sack right there. That's 3rd and 20, Philly. And right now, if you're Illuminati, you definitely got to be feeling good about yourself on defense.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, Cal Bear was trying to, you know, hit him with those big plays down the field. He was unsuccessful, and he wasn't really paying that much attention to the clock. So he has to be really careful here, because even though Illuminati doesn't have any timeouts, he may find himself with an opportunity to score before the half.
Well said right there. And as you guys can see, those exclamation points above the defender's head indicates threat detector, which basically means anytime it's a 3rd down or a 4th down, you know who's going to be blitzing. So let's see if Cal Bear has any kind of answers. Looks like going tight, offset, tight end. Going to run the ball here. Nothing doing right here. 4th and 20. Like you mentioned, Illuminati doesn't have any timeouts, so he can't just instantly call a timeout and get the ball back with any kind of time left, Philly.
Yeah, and, you know, it's interesting that we finally get a chance to see some of the abilities that are on the Dolphins. I mean, we know that Tua has Omaha, and we know that if he's able to get that activated, he's going to be able to figure out what Illuminati's secondary is doing. And I think that's part of the reason we see him trying to drive the ball down the field so much. He's trying to get that Omaha activated, and then he can really open this offense up.
Well said, well said. And it looks like Illuminati, like I mentioned earlier, is not going to get the ball back with any kind of time left in the half. Going to take a delay of game, punt the rock away. Main thing, if you are Cal Bear, do not keep the ball in bounds. Kick it out of bounds, because you do not want Illuminati getting any kind of field position and getting any additional points there, Philly.
No, you're absolutely right. We've seen Braxton Berrios have an impact in this special teams game, and, you know, it didn't look like he paid attention to you, but he was able to make the tackle with no time on the clock. So just based off of what you've seen, how do you feel this game is going? What adjustments do you expect to happen in the second half?
Honestly, it's very interesting to me. You know, we see 2 dynamically different offenses. You know, Illuminati moving the ball seemingly at ease, and then you have Cal Bear moving the ball and checking it down. But then when it comes to the big plays, Illuminati is able to get the blitz in there. For me, if I'm Cal Bear, this 1-4-6 isn't working. You got to come out with some kind of zone adjustments or something to kind of slow Travis Kelce, because you know that's who he wants to go to. And if I'm Illuminati, I honestly would go with the nickel over that he got the pick 6 with Ashton Davis. To me, that's been the most effective, and it didn't seem like Cal Bear really had an answer for the nickel over blitz that Illuminati was sending.
All right, now I know they're not supposed to be paying attention to the broadcast, but if they are, that's some great advice, man. And I hope one of them is somehow able to follow that, because, you know, this is a critical drive in this game right now.
Yeah, as you see right there, Breece Hall not having himself a good game right there. 2nd and 9. You know, this inside zone from tight slots halfback week is not working. So I imagine if you are Illuminati, you might want to try that stretch or maybe like a different run to get Breece Hall a little bit more open. As you can see, it looks like he's going to be more passing. Anytime those 2 receivers have been moving, it seems like it's going to be a pass. As Zach Wilson almost picked off right there. 3rd and 9. Philly. That was pretty dangerous. That could have ended up really, really bad.
Oh, that could have been disastrous. You're right. He dropped back a little bit too far. That outside pressure was able to get there. And, once again, he needs to think twice before he makes any other risky throws, because Zach doesn't do so well when he's under pressure.
Well said, well said. 3rd and 9 here. See Zach Wilson trying to make the audibles, trying to make some high routes happen here. Again, pay attention to Kelce. He hasn't been targeted in a little bit of time. Let's see if he actually gets targeted this time around. As he is, right on cue, Travis Kelce, free-form completion, 1st down, Illuminati, Philly.
Look, I need you up in the booth, man. I need you up in the booth. You are telling us exactly what's about to happen before it's about to happen. And Cal Bear is going to have to do something about that, because he didn't have to give up that 1st down.
Tries to go with a little bit of split close kind of action. Unfortunately, again, gain of 1. Breece Hall not having himself a great game here. So, Philly, if I'm you, would you pretty much abandon the run here and just go straight pass, or are you going to still try to pound the rock as much as you can?
Well, you know what? I think he's just trying to keep him honest. I think, we know that he wants to get the ball to Kelce, like you mentioned, and sometimes people want to pass commit. And when you do that, that gives you an opportunity to successfully run the ball. It hasn't necessarily worked, but he could be trying to set him up for a big play later on down the game. And we'll just have to see what he decides to do on this 3rd and 3.
Yeah, big play right here, 3rd and 3. Again, Travis Kelce is the person that you got to pay attention to as he's motioning across the formation here. Looks like some adjustments are on the field with the curl flats. Looks like Kelce open on a corner route. Deep out elite activated. Kelce breaking it off for a big game right there. 1st down, Illuminati. And once again, Travis Kelce has his fingerprints all over this game. It's getting open constantly. And it doesn't seem like Cal Bear has any idea how to stop Travis Kelce there, Philly.
It really doesn't. And you've talked about it. Every time the Cal Bear has doubled Kelce, he's forced the ball to go somewhere else, and he's been successful defensively. So he's going to have to continue to do that if he wants to try to win this game.
And it looks like Elijah Moore right there. Too easy, wide open, nobody home. And Illuminati with the touchdown. Touchdown Jets, 24-14, Philly.
Hey, you talked about it at the beginning of the show. You talked about having Travis Kelce and what he brings to the table. And we are seeing it here. He is converting crucial 3rd downs. He's also opening up this entire offense. And right now, Cal Bear doesn't know who to cover. Does he cover Elijah Moore? Does he cover Travis Kelce? Because I can't think of any other receivers' names that he's even gotten the ball to at this point.
Well said. Yeah, I think Elijah Moore and Travis Kelce were the only ones that were getting the ball in the air. And right now, if you're Cal Bear, man, down 10 with a little bit of time left in the 3rd quarter, you might want to start thinking about a little bit of up-tempo offense. And as I say that, he comes out in tight offset tight end, known for moving the ball quickly down the field. Let's see how he does against Illuminati as a loop is coming in right now, and it gets to Tua Tagovailoa. He's going down. Quan Alexander once again coming off the edge to make a loop and making a sack right there, Philly.
Yeah, it would be nice to see Cal Bear show a little bit more restraint and patience. We know that he's down 10 points. You need 7, but take what the defense is giving you. You don't have to hold on to the ball this long. And just consistently move the ball down the field, because you can have whatever you want right now.
And as we see, making a risky throw right there, Jalen Waddle with a big play. Great catch right there. 1st down, going no huddle here. And let's see what Cal Bear does right here. Looking like he's going to be blocking the halfback and setting up his protections right here. Jalen Waddle with the catch right in front of the defender's face. And as we see, Tua Tagovailoa going with a deep shot to McBride. Almost picked off right there. Dangerous throw. 2nd and 10, Philly. I don't know if that's how you want to make your living right there.
Definitely not. I mean, that was excellent defense. Excellent defense by Illuminati. He covered all 3 of those routes, the post, the go, and the crosser. You couldn't have asked for anything more from that Jets defense, and they even got a little bit of pressure.
2nd and 10 here. Tua Tagovailoa. Dangerous pass. Once again, going to get a completion right there, but once again, that's not how you want to make your living right there. 3rd and 5. Let's see what Cal Bear has cooked up right here. As you see right there, 2 defenders lined up on the blitz. One's being user, the other one's coming on the blitz. And looks like Tua Tagovailoa with a pass. Tyreek Hill on a little out route, 1st and 10. As we going a little bit more tempo right here, Philly. Again, take what the defense gives you, right? Instead of taking like a shot. It's very interesting to see what Cal Bear is doing right now.
Oh, yeah, you definitely called it. And now we're seeing Tua gets outside of the pocket with a big play down the field. He gets out of bounds down to the 13. I mean, you talked about the up-tempo strategy that Cal Bear needed to use with this formation, and it seems like he's doing it now that he's taking some of those underneath routes.
Yeah, definitely is. But the biggest thing that could potentially derail this whole thing, these dangerous throws that Cal Bear is making. So far, 2 of them have been good right now. Let's see how it goes as he gives the ball. Chase Edmonds. Edmonds going to break it off, go into the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown, Cal Bear. And we still have a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Pending extra point, it's going to be 21-24 with Illuminati getting the ball at the end of the 3rd quarter. Philly, how do you feel about that particular play? Switching it up, going with the run instead of passing it.
Yeah, that was a beautiful run. I mean, you just have to respect at all times the amount of speed that this Miami Dolphins team has on both sides of the ball. And, you blink and you miss it, and it's 6 points. So great job by Cal Bear. He settled down a little bit, was able to move the ball down the field, has the big run to put himself down 3 and back in this ball game.
And one subtle change that I just noticed before Illuminati came out there, going with 11 personnel. So going with 3 wide receivers and 1 running back. Beforehand, he was going with 2 tight ends. So we see Travis Kelce going here in motion here. Deciding to go with Breece Hall. Use a cut stick right there. 6 for 10 for Breece Hall. Not having himself a good day on the ground right now, Philly.
No, he's not getting any big plays. He's consistently getting 1 yard on 1st down. But, it's these other downs where he's been able to make a living. So he's done a great job of getting Kelce involved, getting Elijah Moore involved. And let's not forget, I mean, he's still up 3 right now. So he has everything that he wants. He's got the ball, he's got the lead, he's got the meter, and he's in the 4th quarter.
Put your 4s up in the chat. It is 4th quarter time here in the game of the week, week 5, Ps5 Pro Madden Underground League here. And again, Illuminati with the Jets, Cal Bear with the Dolphins, Zach Wilson. Let's see what he does here. Split wide flex looks like. Going to run the ball again to Breece Hall. Looks like he got some good blocking this time. Falls forward. Gain of 5 right there. And that's a little bit better run than what we've seen all game, Philly.
Oh, yeah, that's probably his longest run of the game. I don't know if he's going to run it again here. I mean, clearly we would expect for him to go to Kelce. So let's see what Cal Bear is able to do defensively.
And we see Zach Wilson wide open. Breece Hall, we mentioned him earlier, getting the 1st down. This time, not on the ground, but by the air. And again, Illuminati, he's in complete control of this game, if I'm being honest here. Don't want to rush anything. Take your time. You got plenty of time to go down, get 7, get 3. With Cal Bear not having any time to have the ball at the end of the game, Philly.
Yeah, even though he just finally started getting some positive yards with Breece, and one thing he's doing is he's allowing that clock to run.
Ooh, and, wow. Not the best read right there, but again, this is why you trade for Travis Kelce in your franchise. Coming up with a play right there, thought that was going to be intercepted, but Travis Kelce able to come down with it, and 1st down Illuminati. I don't know about that throw, Philly.
Yeah, I don't know what I just saw. I mean, he just threw in the triple coverage and he came down with the ball. So, it's better to be lucky than good, but I don't think he should try that again.
Definitely not. Once again, Breece Hall on the ground, nothing doing here. 2nd and 11 right here. Again, if you're Illuminati here, take your time. There's 4 minutes left. Again, Cal Bear has gone up tempo recently, but if you're Illuminati, you're in complete control of this game. There's no need to rush anything. There's no need to kind of hurry up or do anything. Just take your time, take what the defense gives you, and as you can see, just don't throw triple covers like that. I don't know if he's going to get lucky with Travis Kelce like that again, Philly.
Yeah, I think it's like a 50-50. So if he tries it again, I'm pretty sure he'll get picked off. But this is a big down right here.
And as you can see, it looks like wide open guy. He doesn't see it. Decides to throw it into double coverage. Corey Davis not able to come down with it. Oh, man, I'm surprised he did not see the wide open guy just running straight up the field. Nobody covering him. But here we are, 3rd and 11, Philly. This is getting pretty dangerous right now for Illuminati.
Yeah, it's a risk that you take, and you're right. His field vision, it was a little skewed on that play. He made another risky throw. Didn't have to pay the penalty for it, but he's going to have to lock in and make the right read on this 3rd and 11 if he wants to win this ball game.
Big dirt down right here. Again, this is going to determine a lot of the game right here. As you see Zach Wilson making the hot routes. Cal Bear sending 3, and that's going to be picked off. Antoine Whitfield Jr. for Cal Bear, and it looks like he's going to take it to the house. Going for a pick 6, and it actually is a pick 6 touchdown. Cal Bear, in Philly, we said something here about these risky throws. That time, Illuminati paying the price for it.
You can only stick your hand in the fire before you eventually get burned, right? And we saw 2 near misses, and then finally Cal Bear was able to capitalize. And you just gotta wonder what Illuminati's thinking right now, because he had everything in his favor, and he just tried to force the ball downfield. And he just gave up 6.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Illuminati bounces back. Now, one thing that is in Illuminati's favor, this is pretty much a guap drive. If he plays it smart, this will be the last drive of the game. If he runs the ball, burns off enough time. Again, mind you, Cal Bear has 3 timeouts, so again, that plays a factor in it too. But if you're Illuminati, you cannot afford another pick 6 right here, and we'll see how he operates here. Zach Wilson motioning over Corey Davis right here. Tight slots halfback weak. The run game, Breece Hall. Yeah, that's not working. That's not working at all, Philly. 2nd and 11 here for Illuminati.
Yeah, conceptually, I mean, that halfback base, ideally you want to run that against man coverage. We know he has puller elite on Mekhi Becton, who you see the star playing at left guard. But I would have liked to see an inside zone and maybe get some positive yardage out of that.
And once again, wide open guy in the secondary, 3rd and 11. Zach Wilson throwing it out of bounds. I'm guessing that was a pressure inaccurate. But again, Illuminati kind of playing a little with fire a little bit, Philly. Missing a lot of wide open guys that Cal Bear is just not wanting to guard or not seeing that are open.
Yeah, and he's doing a really good job. You talked about him needing to implement some zone and just kind of mix up coverages a little bit. And that seems to really be giving Illuminati some problems here in the 4th quarter. So if that was Cal Bear's strategy, he did a great job of waiting until the 4th quarter to unveil it.
Yeah. Oh, risky throw. Once again, that another risky throw. That's going to be a completion to CJ Uzama. But, man, a lot of risky throws by Illuminati. Converts it for a 1st down. 2-minute warning is coming up here, so let's see if Illuminati decides to snap the ball right here. As you see Zach Wilson still making hot routes here in the 4th quarter here as he snaps the ball. Throwing a double coverage. Incomplete. Had to keep out a lead. But
once again, you talked about it, right? He had a man open underneath. He decided to go for the big play. Cal Bear's getting really aggressive and bringing those safeties up. But I agree with you, man. I just don't know how much he can continue to live on the edge like this.
Yeah, no idea either. Right now, he's already got burned once. Looks like he's going Breece Hall. Had a little bit of trouble in the backfield right there. It looks like his tight end didn't know where he was going, and that's not going to get him any yards right there. 3rd and 8 right there, Philly. Yeah,
you definitely can't have any type of mix-up in the backfield on a stretch play. He probably could have had at least 4 more yards. It's been a much easier, manageable down, but just going to have to read the field and make the right play, because we know he'll be going for it on 4th down. This is a 4th down drive no matter what.
Oh, yeah, 4th down territory for sure. Again, you see Travis Kelce, that's been his go-to guy, along with Elijah Moore and then Breece Hall in the backfield. Let's see what he cooks up right here. 3rd and 8 right here. Nothing seems to be open, but Travis Kelce once again showing up in the clutch. And Illuminati's going to take it for a touchdown. Touchdown, New York Jets. Touchdown, Illuminati. Hey, we mentioned it before, Philly. Travis Kelce once again showing up when most needed.
You know what? I don't. You know, he's stressing me out right here, man. Now, I know his single coverage, but I saw a man open underneath on the right hand side, and damn it, if I wasn't going to throw him the ball, but he threw it up there 1-on-1. Travis Kelce, that's what you traded for. He makes the catch, he makes the play, and now Illuminati, he's got the lead by 3 with 1:48 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Travis Kelce earning every cent of his contract right now, especially for Illuminati. Once again, you know, you mentioned one-on-one coverage. That is what EA has put in the game. You know, if you leave somebody one-on-one, there's a good chance they can come down and ag. And Travis Kelce has been doing fantastic of coming up clutch for Illuminati time and time again. Now, this is going to be interesting for Cal Bear. Guap drive right here. Let's see how he responds. We're going with the 0-1 trap to Chase Edmonds. Breaks free and gets a first down right here, Philly.
Yeah, you know, it's a little surprising to see Cal Bear decide to run the ball in that situation. We know that, you know, he's got all of his timeouts, but that's
going to be a loss in the backfield right there. I apologize on the last play. It's supposed to be a halfback counter, not a 0-1 trap, but you see right there, Illuminati going with the nickel over, bringing the safety down, so you already know that those two middle linebackers are going to be screaming at you if you don't get rid of the ball quick. Let's see what happens. 2nd and 11 here. Slant routes. Can't come down with it. That's unfortunate right there for Cal Bear right there. 3rd and 11, Philly.
Yeah, I'm really not too sure what the strategy was behind running the ball on the first 2 downs. You put a little bit too much pressure on the passing game right now. And like you said, we know that pressure's coming as you see that safety come down to the middle of the field. We know those linebackers are coming. He's probably going to be controlling that safety.
You see right there, taking a shot. Oh, man, just barely out of the reach right there. And, you know, like you mentioned, the one-on-one coverage, you know, if you're the Miami Dolphins, you'll take those more times than not. But obviously, you kind of wish you could complete those rather than this. Yeah,
I'd have to say Illuminati dodged the bullet because – you know, that just as easily could have been a touchdown for Cal Bear. But we'll have to see. It doesn't look like he's bringing that type of pressure again. So Cal Bear is going to be forced to make a read and a good throw.
4th and 11. This could potentially be ball game here. Jalen Waddle drops the ball right there, and Illuminati takes over on downs. That's got to be disappointing for sure if you're Cal Bear right there, depending on your receiver right there to make the play and drops the ball in the clutch situation right there.
Yeah, you know, that's unfortunate. I mean, but you have 3 receivers that you can go to, right? You got Coop, you got Tyreek Hill, and you got Waddle. So he tried to get the ball to one of them, but he still got a chance to hold Illuminati to a field goal and get his offense back out on the field.
Yes, that's a very good point right there. 37 seconds left. Cal Bear are already burning a timeout. If you're Illuminati, again, you don't have to force the ball here. You can kind of play a smart burn on the timeouts. And if you get a first down here, the game essentially is over here. Let's see what happens here. Once again, Zach Wilson in the single back trips this time around. See if we go with a stretch here or some kind of bubble screen. Looks like he's motioning over a receiver. Going with the power O. Breece Hall. 3rd and 3 right there. Another timeout by Cal Bear. And this is the play of the game right here. If you don't stop him right there, Philly, it's pretty much GG's.
Yeah, and you know we're seeing Breece Hall get those yards when he needs to. He just got 6 on that play. You know, I just don't know how aggressive Illuminati is going to be. All he needs to do is run the ball, keep the clock moving, and kick this field goal. And you know what? Like you said, if he decides to do that and he gets the first down, it's definitely going to be a good game in the chat.
Yeah, and as you see right there, Illuminati decided to burn his time out there. Must have not liked what he saw. And again, 3rd and 3 here. We know anytime his receivers are in motion, that means it's usually a pass play of some sort. This time, going empty set? Interesting decision right here. Looks like he's going for the gusto with the pass game. Let's see what he dials up again. Watch Travis Kelce. Looks like a jet touch pass with Elijah Moore. If that's a first down, and he looks like he's going to get some more right here. Goes down right there at the 2-yard line, and that's going to be GG's right there, Philly.
You know, I never thought for a second that we were going to see a jet sweep on that critical down. And I got to tell you, he executed that play to perfection. He could have easily scored if he wanted to. It probably wouldn't have made a difference because Cal Bear is down 3. He still would have been down 2 scores. But I have to say, I am very impressed by these New York Jets. They did some amazing things defensively, and then they got the ball to Kelsey with the game on the line, and they were able to put out a victory. This was a great win by Illuminati. And it was an excellent game by Cal Bear, who just ran out of time. And I can't wait to see them face each other again, this time down in Miami.
Yeah, and that's going to do it, folks. 31-28, Illuminati wins it. What a game.
Wow.
What a game.
Wow. Yes.
Thank you.
Strauche.
And don't you forget it.
So for me, I would say, to me, for Cal Bear, he did a really good job of adjusting his coverage against Illuminati. I just wish he would have had an answer for Travis Kelce, because it seemed like time and time again, Travis Kelce was the answer, and that's who Illuminati was pretty much keying on for a lot of his big plays. So to me, it's like, if I know that as a player, I'm just selling out for Travis Kelce. You can kill me with anybody else, but Travis Kelce ain't having a big game. But that would be my biggest thing that I would have adjusted if I was Cal Bear.
Okay. What about you, Philly?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. We saw what Travis Kelce was able to do out there on the field. Every time a big play needed to be made, we were calling that man's name. He had the game winner for the Jets. And so I think, defensively, that's what Cal Bear could have done. I think offensively, I think he got a little impatient. It was obvious that Illuminati was calling cover 4 and willing to give up some of the underneath throws. I thought Cal Bear could have taken advantage of that. But, all in all, Illuminati did what he had to do to win. He made the big plays when it mattered the most. And like I said, it was a great game. So I look forward to seeing the rematch in Miami.
Definitely. We got a big game next week. We got the Browns versus the Bengals in Xbox Pro League. We got Beast versus wide receiver Woody. That's going to be our Week 8 matchup. That'll be next Monday. What do you guys expect out of that one? I know Phoenix is kind of new to it, but Philly, what do you expect out of this game coming up next weekend? Or next week, I should say.
Well, I mean, it's part of that AFC North matchup, right? We're talking about they went to the Super Bowl, Bengals, and then you're talking about they got a whole bunch of first-round draft picks in the Cleveland Browns. And they also get to play with Deshaun Watson. So this is not like real life where they don't have all of their weapons available to them. And, it's just a matchup. It's a division game, so it's going to be very hard hitting. There's going to be a lot of big play potential. And I'm looking forward to it because I think every game that we've had in its truest form has been a great game. There's always been, big plays here and there. But I think it's going to be a great matchup, and I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Nice. And next week, will we have you back, Phoenix?
Yeah, I should be good to go.
Okay. So we'll have Phoenix back, and it'll be Phoenix and Snipes next week. So Philly, me and you will be taking care of everything else on that end. So on next week's game. So it should be a good one. We want to thank everybody for tuning in, and make sure you guys tune into the Madden Underground podcast Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be talking about this game. We'll be giving a preview of next week's game, and if Phoenix is available, we might even bring him in on the podcast too to talk about some things. See what he thinks about. Especially, we got a lot to talk about with the pack strike. Shout out to, I don't even know what that says, but shout out to you for following. Appreciate it. I couldn't see it was so little on my screen.
You know who you are.
Yeah, you know who you are. Shout out to you for following. You're a great guy. But yeah, thank you for following. But yeah, we definitely, when we talk about a lot of big things, a lot of pack strikes talk. The MCS, we think we're 5 days away from the MCS tournament, right? So
yep,
we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about that too. He said, "Mr. Big Deal, so black." Yeah, that's what's up. So, but yeah, we'll definitely talk about all that on the podcast this Wednesday. So make sure you guys keep it locked, hit that follow, like, subscribe button. Black Phoenix, tell them where they can find you at, man.
You guys can find me at The Black Phoenix. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, all of it, and YouTube. They're all the same handle. Once again, thank you guys at Madden Underground for letting me come on and do my thing, man. Thank you guys so much. It was a lot of fun commentating with Philly.
Definitely. Anytime, man. Anytime. You like I said, you family. We go back, and like I said, you once a Madden Underground member, always a Madden Underground member, bro. So
indeed,
that's how we get down over here, man. So you welcome back anytime. But we look forward to doing more things with you, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday. If you're available Wednesdays, Phoenix, drop by. Let her have you chop it up with us. Phoenix Gaming Sport. Then you guys for this. Oh, that's you. So,
no, that's not me.
Oh, that's not you. Phoenix Gaming and Sports is not you?
No, that's not me at all.
Oh, okay. Well, shout out to Phoenix Gaming and Sports too. Ground Zero Sports Network. Shout out to you guys. It's a lot of people here, man. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Appreciate you guys, man. Thanks for the follows. And we'll be back next Monday, and we'll be back this Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, talking about Madden. And we'll be doing our what is it, week 4 picks or week 5 picks for NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be doing those picks and things like that, and then we'll be giving you a preview of next week's game of the week. So make sure you guys keep it locked, and we'll see you guys soon. If you're interested in registering and joining, visit MaddenUnderground.com. Copy some of that merch. We still got the T-shirts. We still got the hats available. We got mugs. We got slides. We got everything, man. So make sure you go check that out too. And
our slides should be here next week.
Next week, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we got hell of followers coming in today. Shout out to everybody following right now. Appreciate you all. And we'll see you guys Wednesday. If not, next Monday. So take it easy.